鉴于这次排位过于精彩，我也想看看外网情况。本着独乐乐不如众乐乐，于是剪了分享给你们。
Motorland Aragon is hosting the halfway point of the 2026 FIM Supersport World Championship, and the battle for pole under the Spanish sun was as fierce as the heat beating down on the track. It was Albert Arenas who claimed pole position in Spain with a 1 minute 53.142, just 0.015 seconds clear of his nearest rival. The number 75 claimed his second pole position of his rookie World Supersport campaign as he fended off a late challenge from Valentin de Bees. The ZX Moto rider had been languishing down in 14th place heading onto his final lap, but a 1 minute 53.157 hauled him up to a provisional pole position before Arenas demoted him into P2. Nevertheless, a late charge from the French rider. His time briefly demoted Roberto Garcia. Number 37 posted a 1 minute 53.483 as he searched for a first pole position in World Supersport, but he had to settle for a front row. Nevertheless, his best in World SSP. Turkish star Can Oncu was one of several riders to fall at turn 1 in the early stages of the 40-minute session, but he was able to respond to take P4 and lead away the second row for Saturday's Race 1 grid. He was 4 tenths away from Arenas' pole time, but Oncu will feel he is in the mix. Tom Booth Amos crashed at turn 1 as well, the number 69 able to rejoin the session, and eventually he would set the 5th fastest time in Superpole, a 1 minute 53.616, giving him a second row start. Alessandro Zaccone was one of the stars of Tissot Superpole, the number 16 putting his Ducati Panigale V2 machine in 6th place on the grid, a 1 minute 53.642, handing him a second row start for race 1. German Massiart will go from P7. He did post a 1 minute 53.698, provisionally P2, but found himself demoted as other riders found more time under the scorching sun. Albert Arenas is on pole for Saturday's race 1, a 1 minute 53.142, giving him P1 by the barest of margins. Valentin de Bees will go from second ahead of Roberto Garcia. Can Oncu, Tom Booth Amos and Alessandro Zaccone make up your second row. Ollie Bayliss was 10th fastest, but he received a 6th place grid penalty for slow sector, so he will start from P16, promoting the riders directly behind him up 1 place. Corentin Perilari was 25th in Superpole, but like Bayliss received a 6th place grid penalty. He will therefore start race 1 from 31st place. Wildcard Kadir Erbe was 34th after he had a crash in Superpole.
Yeah, it was a very hot day today, especially in the qualifying, but from this morning I felt really good with the bike. I started to work well. This morning I focused more towards the race, but then in the quali all the ideas changed because it was super warm and then the bike was working different, so it was tough to adapt the riding style for this heat, but I could make it in the very last lap. Also, I'm very happy for the team. They worked really hard after most to get the bike ready. It was a big one there, and the bike was working really well today, so I'm very happy for that, proud for them, and now focused on the race.
我是汉森 Beef， 关注我，用和你一样的视角带你看不一样的世界。